right, welcome to EcoNews on live from the Hive. Thank you so much for sticking around for the final segment. Well, Cryptic Corner seems to be my most popular segment, and I am part of a atheist community that loves to dunk on creation in general, which is why Creation Watch is so much fun for me and for my audience. I also like to do a little bit of activism on my show, and the main thing I do is bring to light things that are happening in the ecological sphere. So, before I get into this topic, I'm looking at the side chat. I don't know how many of you have pets or have had pets, reptiles or spiders, anything that eats insects as a food source, whether that's a chameleon. I know that like hedgehogs will eat mealworms, and there are birds that eat mealworms and things like that. So have you ever had a pet that eats mealworms? That's what I'm asking. Do you know what a darkling beetle is? If so, you're going to find this article very enticing. So, superworms capable of munching through plastic waste. So, superworms are the big ones. Superworms are the ones that get about. I don't have any superworms right now. I don't know if I have any mealworms in here. I just bought some, but I need to get my farm back going. I had a mealworm farm, and I still have the stuff to do it. Is anybody left, or is it just molts in here? Nope, I think that we're tapped out on the mealworms, but I was going to show you one. Regardless, they're darkling beetles are just little black beetles, pretty basic. They're really cool desert beetles in my opinion. I have my blue death feeding beetle that I sometimes, if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram or anything, you can probably see me clip little videos and stuff of it. But keep bumping that wire again, Sandy. I'm so sorry. It's dangling there and annoying me too. But yeah, they're not worms per se. They're grubs. It's called superworms. It's just a marketing name. Mealworms is what they also call them. Superworms are the really big ones. They're a specific species. Anyhow, so, and by the way, I'm more than happy to get my mealworm colonies back going as soon as possible. So hopefully that happens here. It doesn't take much. I have all the pieces to it. I've been putting it off, and I just need to do it. Anyway, but the superworms were always like a big juicy treat for my spiders, right? Generally, I feed them either roaches or crickets. That's their main diet for the spiders. For the mantises, it was either flies, fruit flies, depending on the size, and baby roaches. But for each of them, when they needed a special treat, I'd give them superworms. But superworms have a superpower that I was not aware of. This came out in June. I don't know how I missed so much of it. A species of worm with an appetite for polystyrene could be the key to plastic recycling on a massive scale. It's weird that they're calling it a species of worm when it's a species of beetle, not a species of worm. Researchers at the University of Queensland, and again, this is pop science, I don't know. It's not pop science, this is from the University of Queensland. Stop calling it a worm, University of Queensland, it's a beetle. Researchers at the University of Queensland have discovered a common Zophobus morio superworm can't eat through polystyrene thanks to a bacterial enzyme in their gut. And his team from UQ's School of Chemistry and Molecular Bioscience fed superworms different diets on a 3-week period, with some given polystyrene foam, some bran, and others put on a fasting diet. We found that the superworms fed on a diet of just polystyrene not only survived, but even had marginal weight gain, Dr. Rink said. This suggests the worms can derive energy from polystyrene, most likely with the help of their gut microbes. The researchers used a technique called metagenomics to find several encoded enzymes with the ability to degrade polystyrene and styrene. The long-term goal is to energize enzymes to degrade plastic waste in recycling plants through mechanical shredding, followed by enzymatic, I guess is how we would say that. I almost want to say enzymatic, but I think it'd be enzymatic biodegradation. I don't know. That's a word I've never said out loud, ever. Superworms are like mini recycling plants, shredding the polystyrene with their mouths and then feeding it to their bacteria in their gut, Dr. Rink said. The breakdown products from this reaction can then be used by other microbes to create high-value compounds such as bioplastics, in hopes that this bio-upcycling will incentivize plastic waste recycling to reduce landfills. Co-author of the research, PhD candidate Jairui Sun, Dr. Sun, we're just going to go with Dr. Sun from here, said that they aim to grow the gut bacteria in their lab and further test its ability to degrade polystyrene. We can then look into how we can upscale this process to a level required for an entire recycling plant, Ms. Sun said. Dr. Rink said there are many opportunities for the biodegradation of plastic waste. Our team is very excited to push the science to make it happen, he said. This research has been published in Microbial Genomics. So tell me that's not awesome, right? These common and buy in bulk pet shop animals. Beetles. University of Queensland, please. Beetles. They're beetles. I appreciate the work you're doing, but they're beetles. Let's give beetles the credit, because beetles have been around a long time doing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. You can find beetles here in Illinois in the same formation you can find the Tully monster in. If you know what the Tully monster is, it's like an alien half vertebrate, half invertebrate kind of weird thing. So even way back when that was going on, the invertebrates had already filled that beetle niche with beetles that look very much like the ones today and reproduce and pupate the same way as well. So grubs have been evolving to decompose a lot of stuff. That's why when you dig through a compost heap, you'll find a lot of beetle larvae, because they're decomposers. Yes. You can get these at your local pet shop, Godseed. You can buy them in bulk. You can order them online from Josh's Frogs in bulk. So yeah, you can check that out. But yes, that was my HiveScience for today.